they're good people. Right, I want to have a bit of a rant tonight about a certain little creator dishing out stuff, and when it's dished back to her, she can't handle it. She freaks out and threatens and insults and carries on. This little creator, I'm not mentioning names because I really don't think it serves a purpose. But this little creator has been calling another creator by a nasty, hurtful nickname of Stinky Butt. The reason behind it is that on some show, a television show, this creator wore polyester trousers. When I watched, I didn't see that, but anyway, that's not the point. And apparently, according to this little creator, I'm going to call her little creator, because she's young, not very tall. I don't think so anyway. When a woman of a certain size wear polyester trousers, they end up with stinky butts. Now, how would you know that? Unless you got up the creator's bum to smell if she had a stinky butt or not. I mean, yeah, we all give nicknames, especially when talking amongst ourselves. But a nickname is supposed to be funny and sometimes it's endearing. But when you've got to do something that is, is insulting and hurtful to a person, and you say it over and over and over again over a period of a year, plus or minus, and then other subs pick it up and use it as well. What is your game in it? I don't understand that. You want to hurt somebody? What do you want to hurt them for? Because I've never heard the other creator insult you like that by giving you a nasty nickname. In fact, I tell you how good you are and how mature you are. A gentleman who will also remain nameless, who's rough around the edges. He upsets a lot of people. Okay, but when when hands down, okay, he is accountable for everything he does. And one night in Little Girl's Stream, another creator and her cult came in and started prodding the rough gentleman. And prodding him and prodding him and prodding him in the chat of the live of little girl's live, until little girl picked it up and started saying, "Oh, rough man, Who are you? And all sorts of other things. Anyway, it turned into what is known as a shite show because of the creator and a cult attacking Rough Man. Anyway, stream ended. He left. Well, I think he left before Little Girl's stream ended because of the harassment that he was getting from the creator and a cult, which then drew the attention of Little Girl, and she started harassing him, but in a kind of a playful way, okay, as far as I could see. But the creator and a cult, the cult creator, just kept on. So he left. He went live because now he was angry. And Rough Man don't glitter anything. Rough Man goes straight from the heart with no filters. He's learning to have filters, okay? Learning that on YouTube, filters are kind of needed. I had to learn that too, believe me. And he then told Little Girl on his live, she wasn't there, but he was having his live, "You have flabby arms." And I thought, oops, because I was listening to Rough Man's live. And I thought, oops. Now we're going to see just how mature Little Girl is. And Little Girl does have flabby arms, but not because of anything other than she has lost a lot of weight and there's a lot of loose skin. Okay. Well, Little Girl went live and all hell broke loose. She went from hero to dumpster in -2 seconds. She insulted Rough Man. She threatened Rough Man. She performed, I tell you what, like a 2-year-old in a sandpit having a tantrum. And I thought to myself, hang on there, girl. For plus minus a year, you've called creator Stinky Butt every opportunity that you have. You cannot call her by her given name. Okay? Even when you were on a panel with her one time, and I was listening to it, you still called her Stinky Butt. But Rough Man once tells you you have flabby arms, which you do. Everybody can see it. And you bust a condom. You know what my advice is to you? Don't dish smack if you can't handle smack back. And you know the worst part? When Rough Man did it, I cringed because I knew, oof, that's heavy hitting. That is really not nice. I would have gone for something else. Because why? Because I know how insecure you are about your body and the way it looks right now. I know that. And I consciously would never, ever, go for the effects that losing the weight has had on you. I wouldn't go for those effects because I know that they would hurt you and hurt you deep. You see, that's called adulting. That's called maturity. I'm not very good at it 99% of the time. But now and again, I do hit the right mark. Okay. And what you are doing to this other creator by calling her stinky butt over something that is a myth, it's not even true. It's a myth that you have created, passed on to your subs, and your subs do it freely without conscience or, that's uncomfortable. They do it because of you. You consciously make the decision that every time you say that word, you are saying it because you want to hurt the other person. Consciously, you go out to hurt that person. Do you know, with things like that, good or bad, okay, there's always payback. Always. You have done, and you'll say this yourself, done some pretty nasty things to people, said some pretty nasty things to people. And you wonder why your life is a complete and utter mess. You have so much potential, but you'd rather take that potential and throw it in a sewerage pit, okay, and become this little scumbum who on purpose hurts somebody, on purpose, knowingly, fully aware of what you were doing. Nobody's holding a gun at your head. Nobody has even, she hasn't even, and I, in all the time that I have been listening to her, I've never heard her give you a nickname that she knows is going to hit you hard. And she could. She could call you Flabby arms. She could call you a lot of things that you are very, very self-conscious about. And yet she doesn't do that. She doesn't go there. Why? Because she knows that if she does, she's no better than what you're doing. And she knows that it will really, really hurt you. Even if she doesn't like you, she doesn't go there. Because she doesn't want the payback that she's going to have to take if she consciously hurts you, knowing that what she is saying hits you deep. But you do it, and you'll do it every opportunity you get. Your subs will do it. Now there's old cult leader and her minions have joined up with you. And now they're doing it too. And those people are lower than the scum of the earth. Because those people do it in a really destructive way. So you have given power to this hurtful, negative name. And sweetheart, I tell you something. When it comes to copying it for you, you can't handle it. Can't handle it, you fall apart. You have got so much potential. You have got the gift of the gab, okay? You bubbly. You out there, okay? Your dream is to become a presenter of a show like Jerry Springer. Sweetheart, anybody that's going to hire you, and go back and look at the stuff that you've put out and skip around the streets of YouTube and watch what is said about you, they're never going to do it. Yeah, Jerry Springer's show is rough, but Jerry Springer's not rough. There's the difference. He's not scummy bummy. No, He's eloquent. He's educated. And he's mature in, not mature, but he presents himself with a great deal of poise. You want people to look at you and give you a show like Jerry Springer. You got to clean up your act, darling. You got to clean up your act. You got to do some adulting. You got to do some growing up. And you've got to clean up your act. You would be a fantastic presenter of a show like that. You really would. Because you've got that bubbliness and you've got that outgoing part, okay? You've got the gift of the gab. You know how to get to people, okay? But you're going about it all the wrong way. You're presenting yourself as this hardcore, really down there in the dirt person, when really you aren't. Because the first insult that you get, okay, that hits you hard, you go over the top. You lose it. Now, do you think that you could have a show, okay, and you as a presenter, and one of the participants turned around and started throwing smack at you? What are you going to do? Flip out, okay, and threaten them and insult them and swear at them, and you think that's going to go down? You think people are going to pay you millions for that? No. You'd be a one-hit wonder. You got the potential to go far. You really have. But seriously, stop swimming in the gutter. Use what you've got, okay, to better your life. And you can. You can, if you put your mind to it. And don't throw out smack that you're not prepared to get back. Yeah, give Stinky Butt a nickname, but not one that hurts. Not one that hurts, because that hurts. Makes me cringe. It really does. It's horrible. That hurts a person, and for no reason that you don't like her and she doesn't like you. So what? We're not created to fall in love with every single person we meet. At least 80% of the people we meet, we end up not liking, or we don't like, or whatever from the beginning. But we don't go around swearing at them and insulting them and giving them horrible, hurtful nicknames. unless you on purpose want to hurt the person, but then be ready to be smacked back with the same kind of thing. And when you are, don't flip your lid. And this business of, oh, what are the old people? Old people, what are the old people doing here? Sweetheart, without the old people, you wouldn't be there. The old people have got just as much right. In fact, let me tell you something. It was the old people that created drama. They're the ones that created it. What do you think drama is? Basic drama. Talking about other people's lives. And that's what housewives and old people used to do. Sit around drinking coffee or tea or sipping on martinis or whatever, okay? Gossiping like hell about each other. That's drama. That's the basic drama. So without the old people, you wouldn't have the drama that you keep on shouting about. Why go for a person's age? For what? You make yourself 10 years older. That I don't understand, okay? But you don't like old people. So in another 10 years, the way you're going, okay, you're going to be what? In your 50s or 60s? That you consider that old. So then you'll have to get off YouTube. If you last that long, the way you're going. Please, seriously, set a goal for yourself. You want to be a presenter, start acting like one. Not like a gutter slut. That you can do if you've got no ambition to go anywhere with YouTube except YouTube. But if you've got an ambition that you want to be a presenter, don't be a gutter slut here on YouTube. It has a way of seeping into your real life, and it can either ruin it or it can help it. Use it to help it. Okay. Have a good evening, good night, good afternoon, good day, whatever it is. And little girl, I really hope, I really do, that you'll think about this and you'll aim up instead of keep on going down, because you've got it. You've got the ability to do it. You're a beautiful young woman. Do it. You can. May your gods go with you. Ciao, ciao.